critical. Cognition low.
Okay. Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a great day. Right, so you join us here on Venus. We have got some jobs to do. We've got to get some copper. Lots of copper, because we're going to need lots of cable. So just check that that's all good. So we are going to put on a cyclone. 92.6. Don't need that on. Alright, so we got 42 in there. So I think that's fine. What we'll do, we'll just stop that down. Let's empty this. There we go. Right, that's fine. Get that back up and running. So we are going to go to our storage room, a silo room, and we're going to go and send some copper our way. Let's get the lights up here first. Did I switch on over here? I did. And then we're going to go and I think what we're going to do today is we're going to, no, not this way, this way. We're going to wire up some lights in the base over there. So we need to let's have a quick shifty up here. Okay, we've got lots of iron. We've got lots of copper. I don't know what to do with all this silicon. I'm sure we'll find something. I'm sure we'll find something. So we're in the silo hoppers. We have, what is that? Lead and coal. Right. And right, so we've only got 6 in there, possibly 1 in there. I think what I might do, I need to get away on the emergency generator. Right, so just bear with me a second. 4 lots of 50. Okay. No, so we might. No, we've got nothing in the tube. We know you're going all the way up there. So let's do, because we're going to do a lot of cabling. Let's do 300. Okay. Right, so we're probably going to have to leave that centrifuge on for a while. Iron, I think we're good for. What we might do is we'll send a couple of iron through. And silicon I know we're good for. Right, that's everything we need from here. So we'll come out of here, we've got 44 in the ore silo. That'll be enough to keep us going for a bit. We turn that off and then we'll turn the hopper room off. Right, so let's get our ore. I don't really want to take this one because it's, I can't carry all the bars back. We're only just doing copper, aren't we? Famous last words. Oh yeah, we got to turn this one on. There we go. So I've got plans to eventually take this chute all the way down to the furnace room. You'll see the furnace. If you haven't seen the furnace room before, you'll see it in a second. It is very, very basic, folks. I have made more advanced ones, but this one was just a quick slap it down under the ground, and to be honest, it's keeps me happy. Gotta be careful though. Gotta be careful. Right, let's find out where we got. Okay, so now this is where it goes slightly awry. Alright, okay, so we're gonna put you in there, you in there. Don't spill any of that in the base, whatever you do. There will be tears before bedtime. So we're not gonna. Are we're gonna go mining? No, we are not gonna go mining. Don't need that anymore. We are going to smelt some copper. Okay, I'm just gonna save there, folk. Part of the world I live in, we do suffer from power outages quite regularly. And it's always a bit of a pain when you do an hour's gameplay and recording and then suddenly the power goes and you're like, ooh. Right, so what have we got? Yeah, we got enough to lock the helmet. Safe. Danger never takes a day off, folks.
Oxygen low.
I always get this the wrong way around. Okie dokie. So when we've done with the furnace, the hot gas has come into this tank, so I just want to empty that maybe a little bit more. I think it is nearly empty as we speak, because that pump is struggling to get it through. It says 281 moles, but the pressure's only 46. And you see it's not really coming into play in there. It's not an awful lot, so it's really not worth the amount of energy I'm using to pump it. So we'll do another session after we have that. I have fallen down this ladder before. It ends in duct tape repairs. That's why I put those floors there, so if I did fall down accidentally, it ain't gonna hurt anything. So welcome to my humble little furnace room. Just check we got nothing in there. We have nothing in there. And my basic of basic functions. So first of all, we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quickly in there. Make sure that's turned off. Poof. And then I normally go double the amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poof. I do it like that because if I count any more than 5, I struggle. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Poof. So what do we put in there? 10 and 5. Alright, so furnacing is not one of my specialties. So we get that one in there. I'm absolutely certain I can do better than this because I have done. There's so many jobs to do. I don't know, perhaps maybe one day sort out a multiplayer session. If any one of my viewers wants to come down and build a lacquer furnace, I certainly wouldn't say no. But part of the world I'm in, my ping rate is useless, but I'm not sure where the station is if that's a problem. You know, it's not like you're driving vehicles. So we've got 300 ingot, that'll do. Iron. So let's see, what chemistry have we got going on in there? Not an awful lot. I think what I might do, I'm going to wait for that volatile to come down a little bit, and then I might just chuck some nitrogen there, ice oxide, and then I can then pump it straight into the hot tank to go into the base, let it cool down. So you see there are volatiles. Now I might be wrong on this, but I'm making the assumption that if I now put more oxygen in there, that volatile might burn it up. Or is that volatile? It doesn't look like it's burning up the oxygen in there, but I'm just worried that it might reignite. I don't think it will now. It's on 0.0001. Let's try it. Poof. Yeah, you see how that volatile went up? I might well be wrong on that. I'm no expert on furnaces. I wish I were. Well, I say I wish. It's something I have to learn. You know, I see these guys make these wonderful furnaces where they chuck the ores in, tell it how many, what recipe at once, and out it comes. And I keep looking at it, but when I see their how-to videos, it's like, oh my god, that is so complicated. Alright, so we're going to put you on 100%. So you see there, we are now vacating the gas out the back. My hands are full. Let's try and filling them. And then you can see there, it's going up into the hot tank. So I'll do, wait for that to get to 0, and then I'll go straight up to the hot tank and transfer into the base, because we do need nitrogen in the base. We're okay for oxygen, we just need nitrogen, and lots of it. Alright, so that's so tempting just to turn it off now, but I have found in the past having a dirty furnace is not much help when you want to do precision. Again, don't judge me, folks. I'm no expert. Just my experience. A little bit. Tablet, because we're running low on water. Let's get this back upstairs. Yeah, so I've kind of future-proofed this just in case I want to make some weird and wonderful ideas in here, like eventually this will be vacuumed, airlock through to here so that you don't have to worry about losing gas. Keeps it cool. Okay. Please don't have a storm. So let's put you on. Right, so that's a bit more pressure. That's a bit more like it. That's a bit more like it. So what we'll do is we'll take these, throw these inside the base. Somehow I want to get, that's where I had a burnt out cable, I need to repaint it. Somehow, I know you can do it, I want to set it up so I can read that, I think it's on a powered chute, and a data cable will read that chute, and when that chute is empty of coal, I know the last batch of coal has gone into the generator. At the moment, I don't know whether the coal that I've sent up here is here. I don't really want to open this up and then have 20 coal come popping out. So that's on my to-do list, although I'm going to have to if I want to open this. So the required is, let me get this straight, the required. I thought the required was the charge in this battery. I thought that was you. Oh, no. So, right, I got it. So when that required gets to 0, that battery is fully charged. So at the moment, that battery is nearly empty. It's got 29 watts coming in. Okay, we've got 5k going downstairs. We should have data. I wonder if I might just tweak this down a bit, just so it holds a bit more charge up here. And then that one stays with a bit more for longer. We'll see. We'll play around with that. So basically this just I think it gets charged 6 kilowatts during the day. This takes down 4.5 to the base, so this will just keep charging up, and then during the night this will just discharge, so that hopefully this thing doesn't start up. Because I think this starts up when not when this battery's low, but when the base battery downstairs is low. And that's the base downstairs is low because I've got that pump running. Those pumps can be quite power hungry, so I better go and have a check on it. That's why I've stayed outside. I don't want to get distracted. How are we doing there? 97 KSA, so that's nearly empty. Yeah, not an awful amount. Yeah, we need to go on an ice expedition. Yeah, so I've got lots of jobs to do in this base, lots of jobs to do in the new extension. One thing I want to do, if I can get through today, is I want to get on to making a logic circuit to run the lights. Now, it may be an impossible task for my brain, but I like the challenge, I like the experimenting, and if it works, the results are they're quite good. However, if it doesn't work, we've always got a sensor. Sensor. Let's, right, so I think we need to set you making cables, my friend. We need to get some water. Get some food. No, we don't want a loaf of bread on us. I can go back. Right, so we need... I'll tell you what we do need actually. I might need fewer lights, because we are going to be messing around with those. How many lights do we need? I quite like these ones, but in the next base, how bright are those spotlights? I think those spotlights will do. The other base is 2. Yeah, so we're going to do 1, 2, there's 2, 3. So we need at least 6, I think. Yep, that'll do. And then we're going to need lots of cable. Okay. We don't need the hard one back. So we will put lights coming. There you go. So that 4.5 kilowatts is what's coming down from upstairs. We're actually using 3.8, so we are charging the battery slowly. We are charging the battery upstairs. And we are running quite a lot of stuff here at the moment. So as long as this stays below 4.5, we're okay. Even if it does peak above, we're okay. Now I think, I don't know what that 3.8 kilowatts are. So I think this is 8 megawatts is what this battery is, I think. So 50, so it's 1, 2, 10, and then I've got some cable next door. Right, so we've got lights. I know we've got 2 switches. I better take logic switches just in case. I'll get a couple of these printed off. So how many doors have I got there? I've got 1. Right, let's get back to cable. Right, so let's do young. Let's get some food, something to eat in preparation. I've got snack bars in the base next door, so I'm not too worried about those. Okay, I think that'll do. Right, let's go next door. Food and drink is fine. I don't think we need to worry about you, but we'll take you just in case. Power's off, power's off. We'll turn you off. Oh, that's because I stopped it earlier. Normally that diode comes up, flashes orange, but I stopped it manually. So we'll leave that running. We have 35 in the tank. We've used up 6, I think. Let's go and see. I think what we might do is we might put the deep miner on, let that run, double check up here. So it's 4.13, but if we turn these lights off, I don't think we've got anything else running. 373, definitely need that. That'll come in handy. So as long as that stays below 4.5, we're okay. So we've got the deep miner going, the centrifuge going. So let's turn that off. We don't need that's 3.68. Yeah, let's turn that off. Every little helps, folks. Every little helps. Right, my suit battery's a little bit on the low side. We haven't still got the pump going, have we? Right. Let's not get distracted. So we're going to go into this base. I think on the last video I didn't have the lights wired up in the oh, it's mosquito season. Nice. No, not on Venus. God, if there was right. So I've got these lights wired up now. I'm not entirely sure I'm a fan of that black roof. This bit fine, not a problem. But those shadows just seem a little bit unrealistic if you ask me. Okay, we've got more batteries here. Awesome. What I might do then is switch over.
Power critical.
No. That's the one I wanted. There we go. So we'll do you. Alright, so at the moment the base pressure is only, I think it's about 35 kPa. It's breathable. I'll get the alarm, but it is breathable. Oh, I really wanted to change. I forgot to change a circuit outside. I needed to swap something around, but that's fine.
Oxygen low.
I know it's low. So that's discharging because I've put this battery onto charge. As soon as that battery's charged, that will start charging, and I've got it set at 130 watts trickle charge, just so it doesn't give any hassle to the base. Right, so first thing we do, let there be light. Okay, and that's just a little exercise from yesterday, from the last video I did. Right, so let's take that off so we don't need a shower. Now, I just want to try something here because we're going to put lights up there. How are we going to do this? Have I got? Bring you with me. No. There we go. So this is what I call scaffolding. So it's not permanent, it's just purely there because I think I'm going to run some lights. So this is not permanent, it's literally just so I can go up there. Now, how am I going to do this, folks? We're going to do it in the dark. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Leave you there. So I know we're going to have light here. Shadows. Right, so you're going to be there. I quite like these little ones. Yeah, look at the painting. Look at the painting. Come on, get back to track. So I quite like these ones. These were nice and bright. I think we're going to have them going this way because the power room is behind me down to the right. So we're going to have one there. Now I think if we skip one, there's how many we got there? So we've got 1, 2, 3. That's 2 panels. I think that was okay. So skip a panel there. Of course, health and safety, yeah. Now, we got one there. So if I put one here, am I going to put myself out of balance? Do you know what? I don't think, no, we want to put one here. We can try that. We can always add more later, folks. All you got to do, literally, once you've got a battery reader, you just add another one of these and it's done. You don't even have to program anything. So we're going along to you. Well, let's try that. Let's see how that looks. It's all trial and error. I need to get these out of the way so I can see. I can see clearly now the rain has stopped. I wonder if it rains on Mars. Right. Okay. Munch. I don't think that looks terrible. Nicely even spaced. We don't really need one in the corner, they'll come across. Right, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to go and mess with this. I'm not going to mess with it because I haven't got a bat. What did I do with my batteries? No, there's batteries out here. Turn you off. There you go, so it's charging again now. So it's trickle charging. So we are going to have probably, actually, you know, I'm going to try something here, because even though I love these switches, I love their design, you can set them up for 1 or 2 clicks, but it's not really an on-off, because I'm going to have a switch down there, a switch down there, and probably a switch down there. So it doesn't, it's not going to be in tune with the on-off switch like these ones here. That's in the down position, so that indicates that that switch is on, and then when it's pushed in at the top, it's indicating it off. But when you've got multiple switches in a room and you're leaving by different doors and coming in at different doors, there's a chance they go out of sync anyway. So I'm wondering, we hit that, the lights come on, we hit it again, the lights go off. We are going to try that, and then obviously we're going to have another switch here. Or is it going to be, I would imagine it's going to be behind this locker. That locker is not permanent, that is temporary. We're going to have another switch probably here, because when you come in here you want to turn the lights off. Could have them automatic, but tell me folks, where's the challenge in that? Where is, talking of automatic, is this a separate room? I know it'll work, so that's room 62. Yeah, because I put this window panel here. So if all this fails, folks, we are going to have a room sensor that will turn these lights on when I walk into the room, or when somebody is in the room. But that would be kind of cool. I wonder if we did that room sensor, could we use this for something else? Maybe a light for that room? Interesting. And use this as a switch for that room. Okay, we're getting distracted now. So I just want to try something out. Let me get my piece of paper. I'm not going to spend too long on this, folks, because it's not the most exciting of television. And we don't have an inverter, which is really annoying. If we had an inverter logic, so that goes to 1, that comes on, that goes to 1, that goes off, that goes to on, that goes off, that goes to 0, that's the on, and then that one, and then, well, I think I might have just accidentally, but even still there's going to be a point where that one's been left on the one position and that one's been left on the one. Well, I think, so we walk into the base, turn the light on, we walk over to the other side of the base, out the other side, hit that switch, it's daylight, so we walk back to this side of the base, it turns dark, we hit that, then we walk to that side of the base, we leave the room, and we go out, and we walk back into the base, turn it on, walk out this room, turn it off. Hey folks, I think, what's that, an XOR? I think we've just done it. How we did it? Probably a pure fluke. And that definitely doesn't. So value 1, 0, 1, 0. I'm just checking to see. Now what about if somebody else comes in and they turn it on and they walk out there, and then I come in, turn it on, turn it off there, and they come in, turn it off. I think we got it. I think we got the logic gate. So let's, what's that? XOR. So let us switch this over for a button. Now I can't quite remember how these buttons work, but this is a little test streak. So you're probably saying, I don't read anything. Input 1 button, input 2 button, you're happy. So it's not on a latch. So you see there the button is only activated for the time I press it. Now we could put a latch circuit on there, which would latch on, which is another logic. Which one is it? It will be, if that reads 1, it's 1. It would be a NAND. No, wouldn't it be an XOR? No, it wouldn't. It'd be an OR. So if that button was 0 and the latch was 0, it'd be 0. But if you hit the 1, it would put the OR onto 1. Yeah, that's getting a little bit too complicated. Let's just keep it simple, eh? What else we got? What else we got here? See, we could use this the old-fashioned switchy-maroo. I think I'm half tempted to make it a latch system, but do it off screen if you like. I'm quite pleased we found that logic gate. So what I might do is, so what are we now? So we're on XOR. So what do you want? You want both on 0, but you should read 1 if they're both 0. State 0, state 0, XOR. Let's just try something here. XOR is the one we want. Yeah, XOR is just a reverse of. Yeah. So I was quite happy with the XOR, wasn't I? Alright. Okay, folks, I'm going to leave that for there because we are now going to wire up some lights. So we're going to need my helmet. What did I do with it? I lost it. How careless. So we're just going to turn you off for now. And the beauty about this is I bet you I didn't bring a ladder. Oh, please tell me we got a ladder in here. Gotta get up there. How am I gonna get up there, folks? We need to get a ladder. let's go get a ladder. How are you doing? You're doing good. Now also as well is I think I'm going to have to get maybe a room to put these chips. I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, okay. Sorry folks, I'm just thinking in my head what we just need one ladder so we can get up into that ceiling. Right, so yeah, I don't think that button thing's going to work because I don't want to get overly complicated with making latch. Maybe if I have a reader reading the button. Yeah, what are we doing now folks? Ladder. Okay, let's get the ladder going. Have a quick look, see if we've got one lying around anywhere. Nope. What have we got there? Beds? Nope. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go upstairs in a minute when we come out of here and just check that the battery at the top is not becoming too full, because that would just be a waste of electricity. Okay, iron. Might as well print 2. Right. Now I might as well grab some food while I'm here. Right. So there we go. I don't know if you have many mosquitoes where you live in the world, but they are annoying. Really, really annoying. It's really in the last, I would say probably week or so that we started they've come into play. They've been quiet all winter. So now we'll get 3 months of being annoyed by them. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right. I'm not going to let this pump run for long. I don't want that. I want to try and are you going up? One more. There we go. So we'll cancel that. Check on you. Yeah, you're doing okay. Doing a grand little job. Doing a grand little job. Right, so back up we go. So you'll see here how I've got these voids set up. So we want to get onto that roof there. So we'll just stick this ladder. We'll just stick this ladder here for now. Again, it's a temporary measure. Okay. And we'll come up here. here, that's it. And we have the light itself. We're going to have more lights coming down here. Right, so let's follow these. Now we want to keep it really nice and simple. And I believe that's the last one. So, where are we? This is... So, nice and simple, folks. Is at the moment I'm not going to start color coding them. I will. But as this is the first circuit going down, famous last words, I can pretty much remember that this is the only one we've got so far. So it's just a testing out a proof of concept on the logic. So the logic is going to be controlling these light switches. And it kind of gives a demonstration as well as what I was talking about in my last video. If you haven't watched that last video, I will link it in a card at the back of this, but it's, I think it was called Basic Logic. Very, very basic logic. I am no expert. It's just purely what I've learnt in the game. So, if it helps you, it's amazing. If it doesn't, it wasn't me. Right, so we need you going towards power. Now we're going to be going down this hallway. So I know at some point we're going to be plugging lights in the middle. Now I think I want to keep the trunking down that side because if the power arm's there I might run. No, it's still got to come across. Yeah, well it doesn't really matter because we can... So it doesn't matter too much. I've got cables running on the floor here because we're not going to have any furniture up here, and I assume we're not going to have any furniture running in there. Now I'm going to keep this cable off the ground here. Is that a wise move? Oh, light is there. No, we can run the trunking there. There you go. Right, so okay, so might as well run it through here, then we can see it clearly. So this is going to have power and data from the logic chip. So the logic chip for the lights can go downstairs. So we'll probably put the logic chip for the lights. Let's start doing that on that wall over there. That'll be a reason for this room. So we're going to bring this across. I told you we're going to use a ton of cable. Now this roof here, and this is the void, so we can lift this up over. So we're not going to be in the way of any lights. So if I want to put different lights in that hallway, I can. Also, those lights underneath where I'm putting this cable now are going to be on a different circuit to that main room. So it'll be handy if we can then run a cable underneath. No, I'm not going to do this. Danger is my middle name. Here we go. Whee! And we run you across there, run you across there. I'm getting nervous just watching it. Oh no. Stationeers! Don't do this! Are we going across? There we go. So that's going to go down to logic. Now this could be a computer room. So I could have a bank of logic chips on this wall doing various functions, and then the cables all go up and out, Then the power comes from down there up here. So I need to switch that around. Doop. So what are we going to do here? This is what we're going to do. Right, so you're going to come off there. Oh no, we don't want you there still, but you're going to be facing that way. You're off there. And then we'll take you running from this side. And we are going to have probably you guys are going to have to come across. You're going to have to come across to there and then to there. So this cable's going to run down there. And then this transformer is going to run the downstairs lights. So for that you really only want to be I don't think you want to be any more than 3000 watts. That again we can change that. So we need to go and get the scaffolding. Okay, so we're going to put scaffolding there, scaffolding there, and this power source is going to feed up to, we've got one above it, so we need to come out one, because this one's going to come out one, so this one's going to come up there. Okay, so let me just check what we got here. So the logic writer wants to be on the power grid and on the light side, and then the gate unit is going to be on the switch side. So it's the logic writer to those lights. It's going to be connected to the power grid. So we need logic and one of those. And it's always quite handy having the storm at night. That means my batteries are getting charged at night. Right, so let's see if we can memorize what we were doing. So we want, no, we don't want that. What on earth happened there? Right, so we want that. So we want the batch writer. So the batch output and the power so definitely want the power linked up to you, so you're going to need power. The output is going to go to the light, so we definitely want this cable running this side. Just like that. And then the variable in is going to be the switches. Now the switches, we're going to make sure we don't run over anything here. And the switches are all going to be downstairs, of course they are. So now so you want to keep the power line away from the data. Is that going to be possible? It is. So I guess we just go, we're going a short way around. We can go through the floor, out the door, down the wall. Was that a batch writer? It was a batch writer, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, so now what we need to do is get your processor. This is going to be the gate. No, the gate's going to go to, yeah, so the gate's going to output to there. The switches and the power are going to be up there, of course they are. How many switches have I got? We had 1, 2, 3. So we're probably going to have 1, 2. Look, let's just. So 2 gate units will give 3 switches. So data out is going to go down, data in from the switches. The switches didn't need power. So really the power's got to go that side. So I'm just trying to get this nice and easy. So what we're going to do is data out that side. And this is for 3 switches. I tell you what. Right, so we've got power coming at the bottom, data going up there. Right, okay, so there's your data out, data there. Where was the power here? Power's out there, power there, power in there. That's power, so you go over to there. Good. Right, now we've got I don't think we're going to be able to do this as tidily as I wanted, folks, because we're going to be in the chip room, so we can't afford to have these things. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, not in the time frame that I want to do it. Righto, folks, I'll tell you what I'm going to do though. I think I am going to cut the video here, and then I will come back to you when I've come up with a solution that I'm happy with, because this is going to be a lot of umming and ahhing of me looking at this. Why don't I just put it up in the void? Then I don't have to worry about it. Then I can run cables galore. Okay, folks, right, so you come back, and I think I have worked a workaround for this. So this side is the power side for the lights. And oh, I haven't put up the cable. So we've got power from there, power from there. So we need to get a cable from there to there. Okay. So that is going to be the power. Right. Okay, where did it go? That's not good. Hey. Right, so back upstairs we close that off. Right, so let's check my light's not going to run out. Right, it'll do for now. So that is the power cable, and this is the data cable. So data, we're going to put a green stripe on like that. Okay, this side is going to be the data from the switches. So this is going to be a data cable. So we'll do it every other one. So it's data, data, okay? So this bit here is looping up from wall. That doesn't matter because we're going to have a ceiling here, so that's going to be hidden. I don't know if I've got a floor here to show you. I haven't, but trust me on this. So now we have got to run this cable we've got to run this cable. I think we're going to have to run it over the ceiling, so bear with me, folks. I didn't see that main cable down there. So this is going to go up, and this is going to go across. Okay, so we're just going to mark that with a little green so we know that that's the data cable. That's the data cable. So this cable we're going to run across here. There's going to be a wall here. We want to leave that alone. But we might want to actually drop it down through here and under the floor here because we might put switches and stuff here. So let's drop this down here. And that's going to come through here. Just put it there for now. And where's the switches over there? Okay. So we don't want to get in. I don't think we're going to have. We can run a data cable down here. So this is not going to be a powered cable. Now, again, this might be temporary. I'm going to try and route everything in this base as simple as I can. Probably going to have a door there. So we want to keep it away from the batteries. I plan on having another battery, so we might run this cable over here, like so, like so. And I'm probably going to have to come through and rip this floor up just so that I could color code this cable. So if I ever rip the floor up again, I'm going to see this cable. Now, I think what I might do is just run this under the floor there. Get rid of that. And again, what I'm going to do with this base is just take my time, one circuit at a time with no rush. And then that way, right, so you, come on, run you through there. And then we'll put you up through there just so we can see you. Should we take the wall off? Again, we can always change it. Right, so you're connected. Okay, so we're just going to get the, can we spray you? Yep. And then, oh yeah, we can. So we'll do every second one. Just so we know that this, of course you've run out. So the next light switch is, I don't even know if we'll have enough cable. I don't think we will. We'll try. We'll try, certainly try. My mum says I'm very trying. Right, so we'll run you. I've got to turn my head torch off. Tell you what we'll do, save a bit of power. We'll put you on, turn my head torch off. And we'll turn you on. Okay, what's my battery? 13%. Let's see if we've got enough to make it to the other switch. I doubt very much we will. Tantalizingly short, I know it. We'll rip the floor up here, and here, and here, just in case. I'm just going to switch over batteries, folks. Okay. How are you doing? Oh, good. 73. So, oh no, we got more cable. Boop. Excellent. So we might even be able to do a test. I've got a power supply unit there. So we'll bring you across here, across here. Okay, so I can't see a thing. What's going on? And then you should line up there. Okay. Now we know those push buttons aren't going to work, but I can always change them over. Always change them over. Right, so we've only got 2 switches on, so we may not need those logic gates at the moment. We definitely want another switch over there, because that's going to be a room to go out. It's a concept, and if the concept works, it doesn't matter where these switches are placed. We'll have the wiring down. Okay. That's junk. We can take that back to the base. Right, so we are done with, yeah, we're done with you for the on. Yeah, let's just leave you off just to save a bit of power so when we come down next. So we need a power supply unit. I don't really want to rip that one off the wall. I thought I had another one somewhere. Did I have another one? Yeah, is that one? There we go. So we are going to need a battery. Take you. Okay. So you are the power supply to the lights. So we're just going to plug you in there temporarily. I didn't even look which way that was pointing. Find out in a minute. Right. Okay, we'll leave you off for a second. So this battery writer is going to be reading from, should only be able to read from that logic gate. Damn it. Oof. Turn you off to save power. Right, so we've got 2 switches on at the moment. So 1 button there. We need to rename those buttons to. Are we going to do the buttons or are we going to do the switch, folks? Let's do switches. Okay, because we know these buttons don't work. They do work, but not for how we want them to. So switch there. And we'll call this switch switch 1. Okay. Although I do like the dials. Let's put the dials in. Oh, of course. It's going to hide behind that window, isn't it? Right, so what I'm going to do... We're going to have to pull this apart a bit. Yeah, quite a lot actually. Angle grinder. And let's see if I can get away with just this side. So there. It's the decrease side, isn't it? Of course it would be. So what did we have there? We had a flat wall there. Okay, so it's this side we've got to take out. Increase. No. Oh my days. Oh, wait, yeah, it's going to go on to infinity. Let's just see if we can do this. We want to increase it by 1. So press C, there we go. So we got on, off, awesome. Right, kit wall, so we can put you back. Plastic sheets, good. We're gonna now name you dial 2. Okay. Right. This should be okay because it's on the right hand side. Just remember, press C. Okay, we got to take this wall off. Fingers and thumbs. So hold C. There we go. So we got 0 and 1. Okay. Let's put you back there. Flat. Awesome. Right, and you are flat. Not flat. Dial 1, because you're by the main entrance. So what are you, dial 1 or dial 2? Dial 2. Okay folks, so here comes the big reveal. Does this work? So we're only using the one logic gate because we've only got 2 switches at the moment. When I plug in 3 switches, this one's going to have to read the other switch. So just for now, what did we say that was? We said it was an XOR, didn't we? So that is reading dial 1, that is reading dial 2. You've got no power, of course. So this batch writer is going to the light round small, and it's going to be power on. Hit that. Input from logic gate. Oh, it's the moment of truth, folks. It is the moment of truth. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Okay. Right, the output is going to this one ready for the thingamajig. So just while we do this, we are going to do this. There we go. There we go. So, right, now this should work. Woo, we have lights. Lights off, lights on. So we should now walk into this room, we walk over to the other side, we come into the kitchen area. Okay, health and safety, never takes a day off. And we walk into the kitchen, we want to turn them off. It's daylight. Actually, I don't think we'll ever have that situation where it's light enough. Hit that, they come on. And then we come back over here, and it doesn't matter which way we do these switches. Whatever way we do this switch, they should work. Oh, we did a thing. And I think those lights are good for ambient. While I'm here, I just want to work out how much power those lights are drawing. So where's the power grid? The power grid is here. Right, the whole process is drawing 270 watts. Okay, I am absolutely pleased with that. Now I wonder if we put this one online, just because there's no third switch, it should act as if the third switch is always off. Okay. This will tell me whether this actually works. So then we can wire up, we'll be ready to wire up the third switch. So we turn this one on. 2 is reading that logic gate, no device. XOR, is it not going to let me do it? Is it not going to let me do it? I don't think it will, because I haven't got a device on this side. Let me go quickly. Let me go. Have we got another thing? Let's see if we can quickly chuck a switch down just up there, just so it's reading something. Okay. Don't want that. Was it a logic IO? It wasn't. It was a logic switch. Whew. Let's tell it to read a memory, and we'll set the memory up as 1. Will it do that? We'll find out. I might be totally wrong on this, so just going to set up a quick memory here, see if this works, just to get a signal into it. No device, XOR, input is logic gate, which is reading 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, we know if there's no device. Right, let's go and test my theory out. So that's behaving like a switch that's turned off. That's now reading what's coming out of this gate. This gate on this side is reading what's coming out of this one. So let's go see if we've broken it. Let's go see. Righto, folks. Okay, so we turn that on. We come through the room. We want to be able to turn it off here with just 1 click. That works. Of course, that's going to work. That works. We run round to the other side. That works. And we go there. Go there. I've done a thing, folks. It works. So, logic has worked for us. Well, I think on that bombshell, folks, nothing's blown up, and I got something to work. So, awesome. Hey. Woo. So let's take some screenshots. Oh no, we don't want all this rubbish up here. I have got some editing to do, that's for sure. So we don't need you on. We'll take you to charge. And we're going to check the upstairs. We need you to fill up. Okay. We'll probably take you to charge. I turned it off, didn't I? Let's turn it on again. Side. So I'm just getting my screenshots here. Let's get rid of the helmet for a start. Right. So there we go, folks. We used the logic, the power of the XOR, to make a double switched circuit. Absolutely could have made it simpler with just having a motion sensor in the room, having a humanoid detector in the room. But I have a sense of satisfaction that I've done something with the logic gates, and then I can multiply it with switches, more switches. It's just a case of adding more logic gates on. Like I said, the position of these switches doesn't matter. I can put them on this side of the wall. I can put another one on this side of the wall. It makes no odds. So I'm really pleased with that. So on that note, folks, thank you very much for watching. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. And I hope you have a very good evening. And as always, keep it easy.